Hello everybody, this is Matador from freetradingvideos.com at 8:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 19th of February. After a good sized run up yesterday, we saw this symmetrical triangle. We actually talked about this around the noon video, so it's nice to see that shape up and actually work out to the upside. Some pretty good price testing, which we'll see in a minute. This is just the S&P 500 ETF, little 15-minute chart, and we got a big sell-off after hours, right back down to a level of support, which was a swing low of the day, and then also pre-market yesterday. So bounced around there for a while. That was also the 110 mark, which we've been keeping a close eye on. Came right back up, and now pre-market, we're doing a great retracement of this. So the Fed move, raising interest rates, is being priced in very, very nicely here. The market, at least pre-market here, is taking that apart beautifully. And so that's going to give us a possibility of at least consolidating further. If you look out here, again on a daily chart, you can see we're still at this resistance at this 50 MA. It's declining. It's about flat now, but there's also an unfilled gap from back here. So we'll have to take this area and not treat it lightly. So let's take a look at what's going on without the pre and post market data. Let me unscrunch this. So after a fantastic stall at this 110.60 swing high, chewing through this in a symmetrical triangle right at the declining 60 MA, and a great breakout. Again, we were looking at that yesterday. We're now actually up into the 111 mark. So it's really nice to have that in our camp as we work to test this higher. So next logical resistances to me, 111.50. Looks minor on a 60-minute chart, but it's a pretty good swing high here on a gap down. And then also the 112 mark, good round number. There's a bit of a one here right above that at 112.35, and then we've got 113.20. The swing low right before this big breakdown. So some good resistances on the way up, of course. Good support on the way down now. So I would put that at 110 even. A little bit right here at the 60-minute 200 MA, 110.50 area. So good support on the way south, 109.71 as well. So that's what I'm looking for. It'd be fun to see how the market fills this gap, if it does, pre-market here, and powerful. Yesterday, the trend kind of bebopped all around in the neutral range. Again, not surprising. End of the day, it did fall off a little bit, but still not the best bullish environment, even though we did take off. Very, very kind of a short run. The trend Q, same thing, a little bit below 0.8, more of a consolidating kind of move. In hindsight, this could have, of course, fallen off a cliff and headed south, but then that's when I start looking for good entries. So that actually wasn't the easiest environment to get into, unless you were looking at this symmetrical triangle that we had drawn in here and worked your way past these resistances. 110.60 mark, swing high. It's a perfect bull flag in this area. Some people would call this a cup and handle. Very, very wide cup with a little handle. Nice higher swing low, no matter what you want to call it. That's a great move. So again, it's a little bit more difficult to catch because the market internals weren't exactly perfect. The VIX, however, did confirm that beautifully on a nice stall at this 2135 area that we had drawn in. Fell off to 2102 and even beyond that. So nice descending triangle we have forming now, and all the way back down to 2060. So that's fantastic. Way now down below the 200 MA on the 60-minute chart, and on a daily, we're now solidly below the 50 MA. It is many bars in a row down. And I would still hold this $20 or this 20 mark as a layer of support. So good stuff. That's kind of what I see as I run around the markets here. And hope you guys have a great trading day. And I'll be talking to you around noon. See how things are shaping up.